Bullseye.
Hello guys, Poison Mary here. Welcome to another video. So this time I am here for part 2 of Minecraft rigging tutorial, or part 3 of Minecraft rigging tutorials in Blender. At least I think that's what it's called. Well, making a Minecraft character rig in Blender. I truthfully forget what I named the series, but okay, but yeah, welcome back to episode 3. So this time I'm going to be going over, we are going to be starting the face and making IK for the arms and legs. So yeah, let's start off by selecting the armature, then going into edit mode, click tab to go into edit mode, then selecting that bottom ball thing on the bottom bone of both arms and both legs. So you have all those bottom balls there. And then you are going to want to click E to extrude while holding Control and extrude the bone till there. I'd say is good. Then shift click on all of the bones. Lag. So shift click on all 4 of the bones. Then click Option P or Alt P if you're on a PC. And then click Clear Parent. And now select the 2 arm bones that we just created. Go into side view and shift D to copy those 2 bones and drag those up to about there on the back side of the body. Then R minus 90, or no, R, I think it's X 90. RX minus 90. Okay. So they should look like that, facing that way, and yeah. So now we want to do the exact same thing with the legs, only in front. So like that. Then RX 90 instead of minus 90. So now go out of edit mode, we have that. So it looks weird, but yeah. You might want to go ahead and save this. Okay, so now let's select this arm, the bottom arm bone of either arm, doesn't matter. Wait, first you are gonna want to remember the names of this. Lag. Come on. You are gonna want to remember the names of that bone there and that. Why am I lagging? This is weird. Okay. So you are going to want to remember the names of this bone here and that bone there. So that bone is bone 15 and this bone is bone 11. So now let's select the bottom arm bone. Now go over to the bone constraints tab. Click Add Bone Constraint, Inverse Kinematics. And now we are going to want to do armature and then bone 11. Because, like I said before, you want to remember bone 11, which is that bone. There. Now you can't see that bone. See? Yeah. So now go back to the bottom arm bone and set the chain length to 2. And yeah, that's all you need to do to have IK, but that obviously looks terrible. Yeah, we need to fix that. So let's select the top arm bone, add bone constraint, inverse kinematics, then armature. Now this time we are going to want to do this bone here, which is bone 15. So select bone 15 down here, and then pull target armature bone 11. So on the top arm bone, we want this bone to go first, and then this bone, basically. It's complex, I know. And then set the chain length to 1. And the pole angle to, let's see, what's good. Just mess around with the pole angle until the front side is facing front. So that's the front side, which means minus 90 degrees. So just type where it says pole angle, just left click on that and type minus 90D. And it'll set it to this. And now we have great IK. Now just go into edit mode and parent this bone here to this bone here. Control P, keep offset. So now I move this, and then when I rotate this, the arm is rotated. See? Which is awesome. And yeah. Sorry about my voice, I'm still sick. I'm less sick than I was before, but I'm still sick a bit. So, yeah. But now we just want to do that to all of the other limbs. So, this bone is bone 12, and that is bone 16. Okay, so go here, do that, armature, bone 12, chain length 2, up here, armature, bone 16, and then armature, bone 12, chain length 1, pole angle minus 90D. Great, and if minus 90 doesn't work, then just mess around with the pole angle by increasing or decreasing, just left clicking on those arrows to increase or decrease the number, and just mess around with it till it looks right. But minus 90 degrees worked for me, so I'll just set it to that. Great, okay, so now we have 2 IKs done. And by the way, IK, if you didn't get it before, IK stands for inverse kinematics. And FK stands for fluent kinematics or something? No, it isn't fluent. I don't want to give false information, so yeah, I forget. But now we can do that same thing with the legs. Oh, wait, yeah, if you click N to pull up this bar and select a bone, it'll say under the item tab what bone it is. That's way easier. So bone 14 and bone 18. Got it. So armature, bone 14, chain length 2, then armature, bone 18, then armature, bone, what was it? I forget. What was this one? 14, yes. So then bone 14, chain length 1, then what's a good pole angle? The pole angles are almost always different for the legs than they are with the arms. So, let's see. Almost always. Oh yeah, so it's 90 degrees instead of minus 90. Okay. So now we have both the arms IK and one of the legs IK. Great. So then this bone is bone 17, and that one is bone 13. Oh, I should have done a time lapse of this. Oh well. Okay, so what was it? Bone 13 and 17. Okay. So armature, bone 13, chain length of 2, armature, bone 17, armature, bone 13, oops, that's 14. Armature, bone 13, chain length of 1, and then pole angle 90D. Okay, so looks, yeah, we have awesome IK. Oh, but we forgot yeah, so we still need to go into edit mode and parent this bone to that bone, and that bone to that bone, and that bone to that bone. Okay, now we're done. So now when we rotate this, it rotates that, and yeah, great. So now you might want to save it, but now, as you can see, when I rotate the body, the arms bend. I like that. If you don't like that, all you have to do to fix it is in edit mode parent those two bones to the body bone there, if you don't want that. But I like it, so. Okay, yeah, so, sorry about my voice. Okay, so now what we can do is start the face. Oh wait, before we do that, well, if you like that, like when you move that body bone there, it does that, then you can just keep it the same. But if you don't, I don't. So I am going to parent both the leg bones, leg IK and arm IK bones there, to that main bone, main body bone there. Keep offset. Control P, keep offset. So now when I move that, it moves the whole thing. Well, I'm going to select both the leg bones and go Option P or Alt P, clear parent, so that they aren't parented but the arms are. So yeah, I like how that looks. So the arms are connected but the legs aren't. That looks cool. But if you don't like that, I showed you how to not have that. But I think, yeah, that looks good. So now we can start the face. So let's select the head, go to the modifiers tab, add modifier, subdivision surface, view of 3, render 6, then smooth. Now go into edit mode and set the mean, AA, then mean crease to 1. Okay. Let's set the view to 4, actually, just so it's, yeah. Okay, well, actually, that's lagging a bit. So before we had set all the limbs and the body view to 4, so let's just change that view down to 3. You might not have to, just I'm recording while doing this, which means I am lagging a bit. So let me just turn that down. Okay. So now I should be less laggy. I'll turn that up later when I'm not recording. But so now the head is the only thing where the view is set to 4. All of the other limbs and body, the view is set to 3. Okay, got that? So now we can go into edit mode with the head and subdivide it 3 times. So W to subdivide. So that's 1, 2, 3. So click W and then click subdivide. You know what? Change the view down to 3. Just so, or you don't have to, I'm gonna, so I lag less, but okay. So yeah, let's start on the eyes. So I'm gonna make my eyes 2 pixel. So I'll select those 4 pixels there, or follow my mouse, go down here, and click on face select. What that does is so you can select faces, but let's say follow my mouse, I clicked on that bone, or that button there, which is edge select. Then I'd only be able to select edges, and the one here is corner, so I can only select corners, but we want face select. So let's select these 4 faces here. For the eyes, if you wanted 2 pixel eyes, you could select those, but I'm having, if you wanted 2 by 2 pixel eyes, then you could do that. Or if you wanted 1 by 2, which I like more, you can do that. So now go into side view and wireframe, then E to extrude, and extrude that back about however far looks good. So I'd say like there. Yeah, those are pretty good eyes. So now set the mean crease value to 1 and select all of these corners here. And set the mean crease values on those to 1. There. Okay, just to make the eye square. Unless you want round eyes, which, I mean, this is a Minecraft rig, but if you do, that's fine. You can do that. But, okay, so now we have good looking square eyes. So now, here, select the armature and just uncheck X-ray so it doesn't bug us. We'll fix that later, don't worry. But now we can select those 2 back pixels there and drag out the UV editing tab here. Okay. And now on your skin you should have made in like paint.net or Photoshop or GIMP or whatever you use to make skins. You should add in the corner an eye color, an eye white and teeth color, a mouth color, and a tongue color on the side so that we can color the eyes and stuff. So select those 4 pixels, scale them down in the UV editing tab down to like as small as you want, as small as you can make it even, and drag them over to the white on the side so that they're white like eyes. Hope you understood that. But yeah, now I don't want a nose, but if you wanted a nose, you could select those 2 faces or those 2, or those 4, I guess, and then E to extrude and just extrude it out if you wanted a nose. But okay, so now we can okay, so follow my mouse, go down here and click on edge select so we can select these 4 edges in the eye. See, or those 3. See those 3? That top one, that middle one, and that bottom middle one. And then just set those mean crease values to 0. We'll want that later. If we want like an angry or happy eyes control. So do that on both eyes. Oops, selected 1 too many edges. Do that. Increase 0. Okay, so now, like if I wanted the eyes to go like that, or, I mean, look at how good that eye is. So we can make stuff like that. And then if I selected this corner and drag that down, yeah, looks great. So now we can go back to face select, and add, okay, so now let's do the mouth last, because the mouth is hard. So now I guess we can add eyebrows? No, eyes. So just out of edit mode, add a cube. Oops. So Shift S, cursor to center to set the cursor in the center. Then Shift A and add a cube. Now drag that. These are going to be the pupils. So we can do that and drag that back. And then let's scale that on the y-axis, SY, or just drag that thing there, that green line, and drag that to however small you want and where you want the pupils to be. I'd say that looks pretty good. And I will do that. Oops, don't copy that. I will go to the materials tab, add a new material, and make that whatever color I want the eyes. Maybe, you know what? I think I'm gonna do maybe a dark gray. No, I'll do a blue, like that. Oops, I keep trying to copy it. Don't copy it. So yeah, like that blue. Then drag that to where you want the eyes to be on the face. So like, or in the eyes. So like there, maybe. Then go in edit mode, and in edit mode, copy everything, or copy that in edit mode. So now we have two eyes. And now add the subdivision surface modifier, view 3, render 6, then shading smooth, then a mean crease. Let's set it. I don't want a full square. I want sort of circular. So like that. So it's almost square, but not quite. And so I set my mean crease to 0.82 to give it that sort of circular almost effect. Now we're gonna select that and hold down Shift and select the armature. Control P, armature, deform. Just because later we'll want to add eye controls and stuff. Okay, so now you might want to save it. Command S to save, or Control S on a PC, I think. Yeah, Command or Control S works. So now, as you can see, when I move the head bone, the eyes don't follow. Don't worry about that. We will fix that later. So now I'm going to edit mode with the head and select those two faces. And so select those four. Then click Shift D to copy those, and then click P selection, and then go out of edit mode. So now we have the head, obviously, but then we have separate eyebrows that are actually different objects. So go into edit mode with the eyebrows and set the mean crease to 1. Now we can color the eyebrows. So just go into edit mode and drag them in the UV editing tab. You can color those. So like drag that up to somewhere in the hair to add the color, maybe like there. Yeah, that looks good. Now, in my opinion, they're way too bushy. You might like that, but I don't. So now go into edit mode, and you can start like scaling it and stuff to make it however bushy you want. And now E to extrude, and extrude that out, then AA, set the mean crease to 1. So yeah, I'd say that is good eyebrows. Now, if you want really advanced eye controls, which I want, if you want that, then you have to have the eyebrows up a lot, like that. Which, to be honest, I don't mind the style, but I don't like it too much. But trust me, it is gonna be worth it. I mean, if you like that style, then awesome. You get everything you want. But if not, it will be worth it. Okay, so you know what? Let's do the mouth in the next episode, because the mouth is going to take a while. So yeah, I guess I will end off the episode here. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please rate, subscribe, and favorite. So Poison Mary signing off.